NASA is embarking on the construction of the Gateway to the Moon, a pioneering space station poised to revolutionize lunar exploration and scientific research. This ambitious project, in collaboration with the European Union, Japan, Canada, and private aerospace contractors, represents a significant leap forward in international space cooperation. Similar to the International Space Station (ISS), the Gateway will serve as a crucial outpost, facilitating crewed missions to the lunar surface. Positioned 1,000 times further from Earth than the ISS, the Gateway will act as a pivotal launching point for missions exploring the Moon's terrain and conducting groundbreaking deep space research. Welcome to my channel. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. So, let's start. The Gateway's initial purpose is to act as a crucial stopover for crewed missions to the Moon. Crews will dock their Orion capsules at the Gateway, transferring to prepare for their descent to the lunar surface via the Human Landing System (HLS). 2 members of the crew will journey to the Moon while 2 remain aboard the station. After completing their lunar excursion, the landing party returns to the Gateway via the HLS, rejoining their crewmates before boarding the Orion for the journey back to Earth. While the Gateway won't be operational for Artemis 3's moon landing, it's slated to be ready by Artemis 4 and fully functional by Artemis 5. Over time, the Gateway will transition into a long-term research outpost, eventually hosting its own permanent crew. The first phase of the Lunar Gateway, slated for launch on a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket in November 2024 or possibly 2025, will transport the core modules of the station, the Halo Habitat Module, and the PPE Power and Propulsion Module. Due to the challenging task of sending 2 modules to the Moon simultaneously, the payload will embark on a slow trajectory lasting between 9 and 10 months before reaching lunar orbit. The Halo module, manufactured by Northrop Grumman, will serve as the central hub where the Orion capsule and HLS vehicles dock, housing the crew for their missions. Despite its compact dimensions and lack of windows, the Halo module will accommodate crew activities, including sleep, exercise, food preparation, and scientific experiments. Northrop Grumman's recent update on the construction progress indicates rigorous testing of the Halo module before its launch aboard the Falcon Heavy, marking a significant milestone in the Gateway's development. Halo will be integrated with the PPE, or Power and Propulsion element. This is another United States contribution to Gateway, coming from the satellite company Maxar Technologies. This module is purely about function. Once deployed in orbit around the Moon, the PPE will extend 2 large solar panel arrays that will roll out like yoga mats, each about the size of a football field end zone. The module will utilize this solar energy to generate 60 kilowatts of electric power for Gateway. In addition, the module is fitted with electric ion thrusters that will use energy from the sun to accelerate low-density xenon gas. This is how Gateway will maintain its orbital path. On March 31st, the NASA Gateway Twitter account posted a photo of the central cylinder of the PPE module, writing that PPE will make Gateway the most powerful solar electric spacecraft ever flown. Following a lull, significant advancements are expected with the Gateway project around Artemis 4, tentatively scheduled for 2028. This mission marks the station's first crew utilization and introduces the European Space Agency's International Habitation Module, IHAB, to the Gateway. IHAB, transported alongside the Orion capsule on the exploration upper stage of the SLS Block 1B configuration, brings crucial environmental control and life support systems, including a galley, hygiene facilities, waste management, refrigeration, workstations, and control consoles. Despite the absence of windows, IHAB enhances Gateway's functionality. Subsequently, Artemis 5 in 2029 will deliver the European system, providing refueling infrastructure and telecommunications, ISBRIDE, which includes a cupola-style observatory window, allowing lunar orbit inhabitants to gaze upon the Moon. Additionally, Artemis 5 will introduce Canadarm3, offering an external robotic system for Gateway. With Artemis 6 in 2030, an airlock module will be delivered, enabling astronauts to conduct spacewalks around the Moon, further enhancing the Gateway's capabilities and scientific potential. At this point, the Canadarm will become a lot more useful as well. Throughout this whole period, NASA will be running supply missions to the Gateway using a yet-to-be-revealed SpaceX Dragon XL, which is supposed to be an upgraded deep space version of the existing Cargo Dragon spacecraft. These will launch on the Falcon Heavy and reach the Gateway to deliver supplies and remove trash. One of the really unique aspects of the Gateway is that it will be taking advantage of a new orbital path around the Moon. This is called the near rectilinear halo orbit. It sounds very complicated, and it is, but in simple terms, this is a very long oval-shaped orbit that takes 1 week to go around the Moon. At the perigee, or lowest point of the orbit, the Gateway will come in close around the North Pole of the Moon at 930 miles above the surface, and then fly way out into space for the apogee, or highest point of the orbit, at 43,500 miles. This particular orbit uses a balancing point between the gravity of the Earth and the Moon, and it makes for an extremely stable path that won't require much energy from the PPE thruster section to maintain over the long term. If NASA had chosen a lower orbit that circled tight around the Moon, then it would have required significantly more energy and fuel to resist the Moon's gravity and keep the space station in place. If they had gone for a high and distant orbit, then it would have been even less energy intensive, but would make access to the Moon's surface very difficult. So the near rectilinear halo orbit is kind of a best of both worlds scenario. And when the Gateway does pass close to the Moon, it comes in on an approach angle that would allow the HLS to reach just about any area of the surface that they want to explore. The orbital path also maintains a constant line of sight with the Earth, meaning there will be no communications blackout periods. NASA is currently testing out the near rectilinear halo orbit for the first time using their Capstone satellite. This is a microwave-sized box that was launched by the Rocket Lab Electron rocket in 2022. The job for Capstone is essentially to validate that everything we just said is actually true. Theories are only theories until you put them to the test. So Capstone will be testing the power and propulsion system requirements for maintaining its orbital path, along with verifying new navigation and communication systems that will later be utilized by Gateway and future operations around the Moon. In NASA's latest 2024 budget request, details extend as far as Artemis 7 in 2031, focusing primarily on Gateway operations with a forward-looking trajectory. While the exact future remains uncertain, one of NASA's key long-term objectives for the Gateway is to leverage it as a launching platform for an expanded presence on Mars. By utilizing the Gateway as an intermediary point between Earth and Mars, NASA aims to facilitate the transportation of larger and more intricate payloads to the Red Planet. This approach circumvents the considerable challenges of launching directly from Earth to Mars. The Gateway's potential for spacecraft refueling in lunar orbit significantly simplifies the journey to Mars. Moreover, the Gateway offers versatile capabilities that could establish a foothold in the broader solar system. Despite potential challenges, the Gateway station is poised to become one of humanity's most significant achievements of the decade, playing a pivotal role in advancing space exploration. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.